Is that a question over here or just a stretch? Okay, no problem. Okay, got a question here from Brian. With regards to test automation, what are your thoughts about an isolated automated test center of excellence versus those skills being embedded within a specialized team? Well, one of the advantages of having a center of excellence that is in its own place is, as I said, the lack of any sort of resource contention, or at least reduction in the likelihood of resource contention, right? In other words, it's a lot less likely that somebody who's supposed to be working on automation is going to get pulled into some sort of fire drill related to a particular project because at some point in their past work history they used to work on that project. If they're not physically around, the odds are very good that no one will think to try to pull them in. And if they're separated by 9 or 12 time zones, then it's going to be really hard to pull them in, right? So there's sort of an advantage there of the resource just is put out of sight, and thus out of sight is out of mind. So that there can be some real focusing advantages of having these separated automated testing centers of excellence, or really any center of excellence that's separated, right? In the day, they are focused. The problem is that, of course, being focused, if the needs of a particular project or organization are drifting or evolving, you have to have a mechanism for making sure that there is alignment of that center of excellence, realignment of it, right? I mean, if they're involved in, they're so focused on creating tests, automated tests for an application, say, and the decision is made that application is going to go end of life in the next 18 months, but that decision doesn't get properly communicated to this testing center of excellence, guess what? They're going to continue to waste time creating these tests that are going to be thrown away possibly before there's any return on investment from those tests, right? So it's really just a matter of making sure that they're sufficiently separated from the day-to-day crisis so that they're not getting distracted, but they're also sufficiently plugged into the evolving priorities so that they are not working inefficiently. Okay, let's see. Another one here. Yes. Thank you, Maya. Maya makes a suggestion. Undock the questions pane and stretch it out. Yes, that's right. It does help. Okay, we got that one. All right. Any other questions from you guys? Anonymous Financial Enterprise? No? Okay. Well, that wraps up then the questions. So to close the session, tell you a little bit more about resources available through RBCS. These free webinar sessions run once a month. If you go out to the website, rbcs-us.com, you can see the little sign-up spot. It's on the lower right-hand side. If you have difficulty finding it, you can send me an email. I'll show you where they are. We have this. We run the sessions at this time, and then again in the evening to make it easy. So if you can't catch one because of a meeting or something, you can always catch it in the evening if you want. And if you can't catch it live, you can always get a recorded version of it. So if there's something interesting but didn't get a chance to catch it, then there's the recorded webinar is posted, usually within about a week of it being run live. If you want a special webinar presentation for your company only, then that can be done. You send an email to info@rbcs-us.com, and we can arrange that dedicated webinar. We have a free newsletter that comes out. Basically, there's a newsletter every other month and a discounts and special offers thing that comes out in the interleaving month. So you can sign up for that on the website as well. We have the obligatory Twitter and Facebook presence. So there's twitter.com/RBCS and Facebook at facebook.com/pages/RBCS-INC. And then there's the digital library, which has recordings of the webinars. It has podcasts. There are videos. Where the webinars are also podcast on iTunes. So if you enter RBCS podcast into the search string in the store, you can subscribe to them. And then there are videos. There's a whole series of videos on risk-based testing, for example, that are getting posted. Those are on the digital library, and they're also on the YouTube. So if you go, again, enter RBCS software testing into YouTube, you can find them. Okay, so that concludes the webinar. Thanks to everybody for joining today, and thanks to my kind hosts for giving me a place to sit.
Thank you. Thank you.